Fear can feel like an inescapable shadow, but Buddha's whisper provides us with a lamp to navigate through the darkness. Let's explore 6 transformative lessons that can help you overcome fear and embrace a life of peace, courage, and wisdom. 1. The power of impermanence. Impermanence is one of Buddhism's core teachings. Everything in life, including fear, is temporary. Imagine standing in a storm. It may feel overwhelming, but you know it won't last forever. By embracing impermanence, you learn to let go of the illusion that life should remain static. Fear often arises when we resist change or cling to outcomes. But understanding that this too shall pass frees you from unnecessary suffering. When you face a tough situation, remind yourself, even the most daunting moments are transient. Reflecting on the changing seasons or the passing of a day can help anchor this truth in your mind. 2. Seeing fear as an illusion. Fear thrives on what-ifs and imagined catastrophes. Have you ever feared failing a task, only to realize later that the worst never happened? That's because fear often exists in the realm of imagination, not reality. Picture a person standing at the edge of a cliff. Their heart races, but they aren't in danger unless they step forward. This is fear's nature. It anticipates but doesn't reflect reality. When you see fear as a fleeting thought, like a cloud passing in the sky, you begin to take away its power. Step into situations with the awareness that fear is a signal of growth, not a sign of danger. 3. Practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is a gateway to freedom from fear. When fear arises, it's easy to spiral into overthinking. Instead, mindfulness encourages you to pause and observe. For example, if fear tightens your chest or quickens your breath, don't resist it. Instead, acknowledge it with curiosity. Here's fear again. This practice creates space between you and your emotions, allowing you to respond instead of react. Over time, you'll realize that fear is not a permanent state. It's a wave you can ride with awareness. 4. Understanding suffering as universal. Fear feels isolating, but it's a shared human experience. The Buddha taught that suffering, including fear, is universal. Recognizing this can be deeply liberating. Imagine someone terrified of public speaking. Knowing that countless others share this fear can make it less daunting. When you view fear as part of life's natural flow, it loses its grip. You see it not as a personal failure, but as a common thread connecting us all. This perspective fosters compassion for yourself and others, transforming fear into a shared challenge rather than a solitary burden. 5. Letting go of attachment. Attachment is a root cause of fear. We fear losing relationships, status, or security because we cling to them for happiness. However, the Buddha taught that true peace comes from letting go. Letting go doesn't mean apathy, it means appreciating life's moments without clinging to them. For instance, if you fear failing an exam, focus on doing your best instead of fixating on the result. This shift in mindset not only eases fear but also enhances your ability to perform. By releasing the need for control, you create space for life to unfold naturally. 6. Cultivating patience. Patience is a powerful antidote to fear. In a world driven by instant gratification, fear often arises from our inability to wait, whether it's waiting for results or fearing the unknown. Impatience magnifies anxiety. The Buddha likened patience to a tree's roots, strong, steady, and enduring. Imagine waiting for a seed to sprout. You can't rush the process. But with patience, growth inevitably comes. By cultivating patience, you learn to accept uncertainty and trust in life's natural rhythm. This practice allows you to face fear with calm and resilience. 7. Embracing vulnerability as strength. Fear often arises when we perceive vulnerability as weakness. However, Buddhist teachings suggest that vulnerability is not a flaw, it is a doorway to authenticity and connection. When we allow ourselves to be open, we embrace the reality of life with all its uncertainties. Imagine standing before an audience, trembling with nerves. Instead of hiding your fear, acknowledging it with honesty can foster a deeper connection with others. This openness allows you to move through fear rather than being paralyzed by it. Vulnerability teaches you that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the willingness to face it fully. As the Zen saying goes, to be a mountain, you must first be the ground. 8. Transforming fear through compassion. Compassion, both for yourself and others, is a transformative tool against fear. Fear often stems from judgment of our own inadequacies or perceived threats from others. By cultivating compassion, we soften the harsh inner voice that amplifies fear. For instance, if you fear failure, practice speaking to yourself as you would to a dear friend, with understanding and encouragement. Compassion also extends outward. When you feel fear in relationships or social settings, remind yourself that others, too, experience the same fears. This perspective reduces the sense of isolation and fosters a sense of shared humanity. As the Buddha taught, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. Compassion replaces fear with connection, reminding you that we are all navigating life's challenges together. These 8 Buddhist lessons, embracing impermanence, seeing fear as an illusion, practicing mindfulness, understanding suffering, letting go of attachment, and cultivating patience, offer a roadmap to freedom from fear. They remind us that fear is not an enemy to fight but a teacher to learn from. By applying these teachings, you can transform fear into an opportunity for growth, self-awareness, and peace. Remember, you are stronger than your fears, and the path to courage is already within you.